I know everyone here is curious and wondering what is so different right now. Do you guys see anything
You
different?
tell us what's different.
Wait, is it in the room with us?
Yep.
Is there something you hung up that we're not seeing right now?
Is the headphones in the room with us?
Oh, wow.
Good job, Remy.
Thank you.
Okay, so I know we've mentioned a million times that Zane and I edited an episode. And yes, I will continue making it my entire personality because it was so much harder than I, thought it would be.
She works so hard.
I wanted to strangle myself because I was like, Alicia, shut up. But it's because I can't hear what you guys are saying. And there's so many jokes I do not hear.
Yes.
Until I watch a clip or watch it back or something. I'm like, oh, I would have laughed. And I think I'm just going to start wearing headphones.
She talks for the whole hour.
I know.
So that's why
I'm talking. So what?
I hear myself.
You would understand if you had headphones on as well. So if you could.
No, but it helps because if I hear someone talking, then I'm like, oh, shut up.
Mariah told me that it definitely helps her chime in when it's her time. Yeah.
And it feels like I'm watching an episode more.
Okay.
Like it kind of feels
out
like
of body.
Yeah,
it's like reverse.
I feel like I'm kind of like a viewer right now.
It feels like a talk show. Like you feel like you're like in it.
Yeah. We should imagine we film with VR headphones from here, and then viewers can watch it as if they're us.
And
you know what? They have it. They have
We
something
could do
like
that.
that.
Honestly, that's kind
pretty
of cool.
crazy.
Like I'm picturing. Well, imagine if I was high. Like I'm picturing right now. Like if I was watching from a
Her
viewer.
Vyvanse just kicked in.
No, for real.
They could. So the person watching is sitting in one of the seats,
Yeah.
and
you
we're
can
all
look
just
around.
and they
talking
can
like
pick.
this.
Do I want to be from Alicia's POV, and then they can see the camera?
But they should be able to chime in. They should we can hear
No.
them through our headphones.
Because then that's
It's
just
just
live.
a giant live chat.
I think
Crazy.
you're kind of cooking up over there.
I know.
Alicia.
Look at me.
I think the only difference we would have to do is Canon has the it's like a dual lens that makes it VR. So we would just have to change the lens.
I think we can make it happen.
Guys, what if we're the
Manifestation.
Could be a fun try.
Guinness Book of World Records?
First VR.
Are, you know what's funny?
I
is
don't
I already
know.
know.
No,
it's
did
been
they do
done.
a world record for something like that? Isn't that more like a new invention?
We were
or
just
did they do?
We were just
I
excited.
think they're always adding world records.
Oh, I
Yeah,
think
but they're like everything has been
Wait,
done now.
so
It's like first
obscure,
one to
though.
jump up on one leg while eating an orange
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
saying
Did you-
Yeah.
did you-
Blargen for diddle na kip.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, literally, I just saw this. I think yesterday. It was the couple who won the Guinness record for the longest kiss. And it was days, but then it was they got divorced right after.
Oh.
Really?
It was so fun.
God, imagine that breath after.
No, right?
Oh my!
Also,
the chat.
it's not like they were just stuck together. I'm like, that's so weird. But they did it to win the thing, and
Imagine
then it was funny.
breathing. There's a.
Oof.
Ew.
Oh
You have glasses, and they're like fog.
God! Imagine how sick they got.
That's
After
probably
just
why.
Sick of
mixing
each
all
other.
that
That's why they ended up
shit.
separating.
Oh my
But
God!
they weren't even talking.
Wait, if we all had to try to get a record for something, what would you apply for?
Ooh. Good
Longest
question.
time in a jacuzzi.
Oh.
I would raisin up so quick.
Yeah,
A little
but
pruning.
I feel like at some point your whole body prunes and then there's no more left to prune.
But then I feel like it would genuinely start hurting.
I don't know. I get so itchy after 5 minutes in a hot
Oh,
tub.
that's true.
My skin is crawling.
Really? I could stay in
Yeah.
a hot tub for hours. But I will say at some point I'd probably die because
Yeah.
of the heat and the dehydration.
The dehydration, I think, or you just have to just chug
Electrolytes.
electrolytes the entire time.
Yeah,
You
I'd go
get
for
super
that. Lightheaded.
lightheaded, dehydrated, and also weak. Every time I'm in a hot tub, I feel like
Yeah.
it takes a
If
lot
it's
out
too
of
hot.
Out of all those shows, you know how Mr. Beast does all those shows with staying in the circle for the longest
Yeah.
person. Is that something you think you can achieve? Be the winner?
I feel like if I put my mind to something, you put me in front of a car and you're last one to take the hand off, I'm going home with a new car.
Really?
Yes.
But there's always someone else that is also willing to stay on that car. So
No, my willpower and determination. If you were air-cooled vintage Porsche, last one to keep their hand, that you're coming home with me.
and you think you could
I'm
stay there
winning.
for more than 2 weeks? Just
Here's the thing. We're all forgetting that Heath literally drank his own urine.
Yes.
I don't think
A
that-
whole bottle.
The willpower. That's
I think
And
it's
that was
easier
for
to drink a
$1,000.
bottle of urine then if drink about it, I'll do that for free.
Okay.
Is
Fuck
it
it,
necessary
yeah.
for me to
Next
drink my own
Patreon
urine?
video.
Yeah, it's all
Giving OnlyFans.
Prove it.
You know what? We'll
Prove
add
it.
another tier.
No. For $1,000
For
a month.
$1,000, we're all gonna group chug
No.
Zane's urine.
Ew.
I didn't say ew.
I think the worst thing that I did was drink Zane's sweat.
That
was
Ew.
way worse than my own.
Ew.
Sorry, I
Yeah, no,
gagged.
I think that's
It's
much
too
worse than
early
piss.
to think about that. You guys are gonna
Drinking
throw up.
sweat is crazy, and that was after I was drinking all night.
Zane,
Oh.
it was literally, I took Zane's sweaty
Sorry.
shirt and I wrung it out and drank it.
I don't want the headphones anymore.
It was.
Alicia, you just
Yeah,
you
but-
unplug it.
Heath, I'm not gonna lie. When I saw you do that for me, I was like, oh my god, he
You're a
loves
real
me.
one.
Wait,
Yeah,
for
real one.
Oh
you?
my god, he really cares about me.
For you?
I did it for him.
To do that is so disgusting. So when I saw him drink like my sweat, I was like, wow.
We became one that night.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know
that
what I
was
mean?
your
It was
first
more of like a, you know, when you
commencement?
like, when you cut like you
Blood.
your
Blood
hand.
handshake.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like to me, it felt like a blood handshake. It felt like a, wow, we are closer
Unity.
now. We are brothers.
Brotherhood.
For life.
No, but you have to do it back.
Oh hell no.
No, that was.
So, brother, we are not brothers.
As long as it happens one way.
No, but okay.
Yeah. Other things that's happened where he's got me back, but we will not discuss that.
Oh, well, perfect timing. We were just going to ask what other ways he's gotten you back.
I'm not talking about it. It's so disgusting.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm picturing other things.
Ew,
which
yeah.
I
I
don't know
know
if
my
I
mind
want
is
to.
wandering now.
Okay.
Shall we roll the intro?
Hit it.
I'm Zane. I'm Heath.
I'm Remy. I'm Alicia.
I'm Zane. I'm Heath. Woo!
Should we come up with a
Ready?
new jingle?
Woo!
I like that jingle. Should we come up with a jingle?
That's
That
our
is
intro
our jingle.
song.
No, the I'm Remy, I'm Alicia, I'm Zane, I'm Heath. I
That's
don't know.
literally what the intro
That's
says.
what the intro is.
No, it's
Okay, let's do it.
No.
No.
Why don't you start it off?
you guys never understand me. I
No,
feel
I
so
do.
alone
You guys
all the
just
time.
don't get it.
I'm a visual, like I'm a creative mind, you know.
No, but
so-
like we need a plan sometimes.
Visual is crazy.
I'm a visual.
I'm a visual.
I'm a
visual.
muse.
I'm a visual. A visual.
I'm
Okay.
what is that? Is that the term? I'm a visual? No, I'm a vice.
Visionary.
No.
I'm a vice.
Visionary, a vice.
I'm a vice.
I'm a vice.
You have
know,
a
You
vice.
guys don't understand me. I'm a visual.
You're a visionary.
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 He's ahead of his time.
Yeah. All right, let's do the intro. Was that the intro? Did I do it already?
Honestly, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we don't always have to say our names
We don't.
after we already
People
say
know
our
us
names.
already.
Yeah.
What if they don't?
My question is, who says "oh" in the intro? Is it you or is it me?
Here's the thing.
One of you guys.
People always comment. They're like, "Who is it?"
I always thought it
think
was
it's
you.
Alicia.
I think it was Alicia.
I think it's Alicia.
Yeah, it sounds like you.
Oh.
It kind of does.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I wonder where they
it
got
depends.
it from.
Ask. We should ask the guy that mixed the music and see.
Yeah. Well, I remember the first time I heard it, I was like, "Ooh, I love hearing the oh," and then Zane's like, "I don't hear it." I was like, "You don't hear it? Like it's so obvious. You still not hear it?"
Remember, I can't hear. I'm a visionary.
Oh, right.
Oh, you're right. You have to get rid of
I
other
lost sense
senses.
in my ear. and
I'm
it
a
went to-
visual. You
Yeah.
know what though? In K-pop, the prettiest girl is the visual.
That
What
makes
does that
sense.
mean?
What do you mean?
Like in K-pop, there's different like positions almost, and they form the groups with a visual in mind. Like their
Like an
their title
equation.
is the visual, and
Oh.
like they are the usually it's like the Korean beauty standard. So like for Blackpink, I think the visual is Jisoo.
Okay.
Or-
You're saying she's like the prettiest out of all of them?
Yes, prettiest like by Korean beauty standards.
Okay. So when it comes to like our show, we would say like I'm the
You're
I'm
the
the
I knew
visual.
that was coming. Yeah,
Cool.
Clearly,
Okay,
yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah.
saw that from a mile
So
away.
and then there's other people that are more like for like the singing
Yeah,
aspect
or like
of
the
it,
comedy,
or the
There's
dancing.
like a dancing sorry guys, my brain is not on yet today, but there's like the best that like the singers, there's the dancers, there's like the visual line, that's what it is, it's line.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So and then there's the leader, and then there's also the oldest and the youngest, so those are all like little positions that can be given to a
Whoa,
They have it down
I
to
like
a science.
I
and
like
how
that
they
they
put it
think
together.
about
something
that.
for everybody.
it's very formulaic.
I like that.
Just like this pod. Very formulaic.
No, I think we're all idiots.
I mean, our sign.
No, I'm kidding. No, there's like clear separation of two in this room for sure. We have this side and that side.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, careful what you say about your side.
I know. I feel like it's just very clear. You know?
What's the difference?
Yeah.
I
Be
think
careful.
this side's a little bit more like ditzy and boop boop beep 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 cocky and then beep beep cocky.
Pee cocky is crazy.
And this side is the more like, you know, the like serious.
Okay, Ram.
okay,
You know what I mean?
boom.
Okay, testosterone.
Testosterone. Okay, 9 times testosterone.
Yeah, guys, it's also like 7:30 in the morning. We decided to get up really early.
Hey, maybe, I doubt I even will read comments, but maybe they can let us know the difference between the sides. Maybe there'll be some better things.
Comment down below what you think is the main difference
Roast
in
the
the room.
shit out of us.
Please don't.
Yeah, no,
we don't want that.
I'm gonna cry
No,
again.
guys.
Or no,
They
do
love
it. I'll
us.
delete them. I'll delete every bad comment.
Okay.
Good luck.
All the
Block.
Mwah.
all the Patreon comments.
What?
Your little army.
The strongest army.
Wait,
I'll
what
go-
would
we go
you
to war.
give your like fandom name? Like in K-pop, I keep bringing it
The
back.
Hijizzies.
The Hijizzies.
Jizzies.
The Hijizzies.
Hijizzies is
Hey,
good.
my little
That's the-
jizzes.
Now, how my little jizzsters?
Jister.
Jizz Squad.
Ew.
Jizzy babies.
That's
Jizzy
funny.
baby.
Back when I was smoking, mine was the nicotines.
No. Teens.
Or the girls, the Nicorettes.
Okay.
Have you ever tried any of the things I got you for Christmas?
Uh,
Because I got
yes.
you. Good answer.
Yeah.
wait, the
I got you
box that you
the
got me.
anti-smoking
Yes, yeah. Oh, the little
thing.
the personal
How
box.
are the nails?
I have not tried the nails. Obviously, look, they're getting shorter by the day.
I actually just asked Zane for the first time to really break down the nail biting, and I
Yeah.
got to understand why and how he does it.
Okay.
And I've never really thought about it until we were like talking about it yesterday, and I was looking at him because like the soft spot under the nail where it gets like super sensitive.
Yeah.
You can like rip your nail and it'll peel fine, but if you cut it a little bit too much,
Oh,
Yeah.
You're
you
telling
hit
me.
like that.
That like
It hurts.
the skin that's like bumpy.
It's like a membrane.
pruny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the white part of like a watermelon almost.
Yeah.
The rind.
Yes,
of the
yes,
nail,
pretty much.
where that's super tender. So he nibbles all on that to like feel the sensation.
Oh.
Like
Do you do it to feel something?
To feel something like I'm getting a hit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is
yes.
it just like a little? It's like a
It's-
tick.
Not a tick, but it's something where I'm doing it, I don't even notice it. You know what I mean? I'm
think
biting,
that's a
and my
tick.
mom will be like, "Stop biting your nails," and I'm like, "What do you mean?" But I don't even realize I'm doing it.
Is it? I didn't realize it's more of like the tip of the finger versus the nail, right? Or are
yeah,
you
I
biting the
also
nail?
learned that he chews the skin.
Cal
and,
chews
like-
the skin. I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
it's
yeah.
so bad. But like I do it with like I think it's the motion of like peeling a scab.
Yeah.
Like I'm always
Like
like
the
playing.
satisfaction of it?
I'll have a scab on my knee. I'm just like
You just need
picking,
like a
picking,
fidget
picking.
thing.
I'll be on. I love when I get a good scab.
Ew.
Yeah, or like when you're sunburned and you just want it like that
Oh,
last.
it's
little-
I mean-
so good.
Yeah, it's
I understand like picking your face when you're like pores and shit. Like, ugh,
Yeah.
it's so bad though.
but it's such a bad habit, and I get like every day I look at them just like Zane, just stop.
Just put the
stop
thing
for a few
on.
months and they will grow back. But like my mind keeps telling me that like Zane, your nails are never gonna look the same again.
No,
You know
they
what
will.
you can do? People put like a hair tie or like a rubber band on their wrist, and when you catch yourself doing it, you like pull it, and it tricks your brain into thinking like that's a bad thing. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do
I
it.
pull myself.
Yeah, you just pull like a rubber band, like a little.
It's like a
snap.
stop it.
Yeah, like
no.
a stop.
You know
and
what
it
you
tricks your
need?
brain.
You need Invisalign because
Oh.
I like it's just like it's like a mouth
You
guard.
couldn't chew them if you wanted to.
You couldn't chew them the way you'd want to.
Because you have
Yeah.
it because you have like a mouth guard on.
Zane would be.
Huh.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The noise.
And you know what? People keep sending me like videos of people that bit their nails for years and their nails start like growing fungus and shit. And
Yeah.
that always scares me. And then I swipe and I'm just like,
Wait, try
oh, I
to
got
see
a
if
new
Zane
one.
looked at mine
Ew.
after we were talking about it. He's like, "Ooh, that's a buffet for me." He's like, "Ooh, he said, "That's
Look
a
how much nail he has. I'm like, I would go to town on those.
No. A lot of people struggle with biting
Can
their
I
nails though.
see?
Yeah.
Jordan, when you go to his house, you
let her
should get
look.
the cuticle
No,
I'll be
thing.
nice. I'll be nice. I'll be nice.
These are so gross. Look.
It's not that. Oh.
Let me see.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. They're just little nubs.
Oh, the way he's showing me is this. It's like let me see.
They're really not that bad. They just are short.
They're not as bad as Jordan. Go get the thing.
She was shaking her hands. You went like, she's like, they're not as bad as.
It's not.
They're really not that bad. You make it sound like they're gonna be like bloody and like bruised.
Also,
and
now
gross.
that you
pretty
say that,
bad.
I've noticed anytime we're like vlogging or doing a taste test something, you always show stuff kind of like this. Like
Yeah,
when
and
you're
also when we're all breaking off a piece, I try not to like break off. Like I
Use your fingers.
use my fingers because I like feel so bad that my nails look so. Like even on my last day, like I'm grabbing something and I'm trying so hard to hide my fucking nails
You
because it's so gross.
You know what's so much worse than that? Imagine you had like dirty ass.
That's true. They could be really long.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not
No,
dirty. They're always clean.
They don't have a
but-
chance to get dirt under there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just like, where do we go?
You're so clean.
It's impossible.
No.
It's actually really easy
You
to clean my
shouldn't be
nails.
so insecure about it.
Yeah, but I did try the fake nail on top of it. The my girl Susie, love you. She put the fake nails on, but again, I chewed them right off.
But that
Oh.
But it looked a little weird. It looked like, you know what it looked like? My stepdad once he cut his like whole finger off, like half his
Oh.
finger off on like the it was like a Peloton type thing where
Oh,
his
on
finger
the-
got cut. It was something like that.
Please.
And his nail
Lawsuit.
now looks like
Weird.
kind of weird. I feel like that's what my nails are gonna look like once they grow out. It's just gonna look weird because of like all the damage I've done throughout the years. So it's
They-
just gonna like grow this like kind of weird.
No.
No.
My grandpa, when he was younger, he slammed his middle finger in something and it split it in half.
Oh.
And for the rest of his life, he has a split down his
Like
nail.
a hoop.
It's
Hoof?
Yeah, it's
a
it's
hoof. Yeah.
two nails that like I don't know if it
Weird.
damaged like deep up
Yeah.
in here.
Oh,
but
yeah.
something happens, so
Yeah,
it
like a
grows.
nerve.
It grows in like a claw.
Does it
Wow.
look sick?
Well, he called it the claw when I was younger,
The
and
claw.
that was like he was like the claw's gonna get you.
Oh
And
my
he-
god! I would run up those stairs.
The trauma of getting tickled by the claw.
Oh, imagine those scratches
The
though.
claw is crazy.
Like a double scratch.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, right there.
It opens up. It's like a beetle, like a little pincher.
You know, one time I met a guy with 6 toes and I freaked
No.
out. We were at a nightclub in like Miami, I think.
And he wore sandals?
Well, no, I think we were all just drinking, like just having fun. And then he's like,
By the
"Oh,
way."
guys, you know I got
Party
6
trick,
toes."
yeah,
Party
It was a
trick.
party trick, and we're like, "There's no way." Pulls out his feet. I have a picture. I gotta find it.
You're
We'll show
counting.
it. Pulls out his feet, and I could not believe it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it looks like a regular foot, but just 6 toes.
Oh,
Was
it
it-
didn't look like one was
Was
growing
it
out the
another
side.
pinky?
No, it was like perfectly out. Like it looked like it.
Yeah, was it like a big,
ne-
not the big toe? Is it like a second toe, third toe, like size wise? You know, they get
Girl,
smaller.
I'm gonna have to go find it. I can't
Okay.
even remember
No,
because it
I'm
looks so
literally-
normal.
I'm looking up 6.
Just imagine just a foot, but just the thing is, the width of the feet were perfect with the 6 toes. Did you
You're
find
looking
it?
up somebody with it?
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
weird.
yeah, it looked like that, but it didn't even look that weird. It's like I saw it from the top, and it was just like it was a beautiful 6-toed foot.
Zane's turned on.
No, it was. I took a selfie with that. I was like, and the toe, the feet were right here.
I bet he has really good balance.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
Okay,
isn't
those
it-
His
toes on the
yeah.
ground.
Isn't
Yeah.
it weird though that like if we all just had 6 toes, it'd be normal?
I know.
Like what if
poor
4
guy.
toes was normal
What
and
if-
now we all have 5?
I
Like
think 4 toes sounds normal.
What if
yeah.
6 toes is normal and 5 is not, and
Yeah.
he's normal? And
No.
one-
Yeah.
he is normal.
We're all supposed to have actually 6 toes.
but
If
like
you could have like an extra
Limb?
appendage, what would it be?
Liver.
Extra liver?
Yeah.
Okay. Good answer.
Why are you laughing, Remy? My doctor said that my liver is a weak.
appendage.
It was just so quick. What would I have?
I
Sorry.
think an extra arm would be super
Okay.
helpful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine you vlogging, go hold the
Editing.
light.
Oh my god, the light.
The amount of
Editing.
times that I'm like carrying stuff, I'm like, if I just had one more
more
that could
arm.
just like come out
But
the si-
again,
like,
would that just be normal?
3 arms is not normal.
No, but, like,
that's crazy.
if we-
or
all had it, it
four,
would be
like
normal.
another 2 like
Whoa.
lower.
you would look like a guy from Mortal Kombat. What's his name?
Yeah.
Jordan, I know you know who I'm talking about. Goro.
Bro.
Imagine the like a 4-armed hug. Like, and you're just like,
The
you
cuddling.
got 2 coming out here, and you're just like, I love you. And you're just like,
Remy,
How warm
Remy
that
would
would
want an
feel.
extra finger so she can have another wedding ring on it.
I was gonna say like another another mouth, I could do double podcasting and be done
And
so
other
much
things.
sooner.
No, but the thing is that the double mouth would suck because you can never use the other mouth because you just the other mouth is just moving.
Imagine two
Well-
Remy's talking at once.
Oh my god, just fighting with each
Let me
other.
talk. Let me talk. Let me say something. Let me. She just turn her head.
But like, I could use one, and then when I get tired, I could use the other one.
Okay.
You know, like I don't really
Your
have a
mouth
voice
gets
right
more
now.
tired. Oh,
I don't really, but
so
like a whole esophagus would be nice.
It'd be like Nightmare Before Christmas, the mayor who like his face changes, your mouth just like changes to a new mouth.
But I wish they both had like different mental,
added to the list.
Different stories.
different energies. Yeah, different energies. Like one is like really like hyped up, and the other one's like tired from talking. So you just turn and you're like, all right, I'm ready to talk.
Yes.
I need that
like
too.
tap it in.
Right?
Yeah,
Like-
tap it in.
If y'all were wearing headphones, I just said a hilarious joke, but no one heard it.
Did you?
Go ahead.
I was singing Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, but it was funny.
Oh.
But it was funny because I was like, no one heard, and then I go, oh, I wonder why they didn't hear.
I know Dr. Jekyll. Oh, Jerry.
Jerry, who knows?
Jerry. I miss him so
I,
much.
I hope he's well.
I still genuinely thought we were gonna get murdered that night.
Me too.
What if we did, and this is all a dream after?
I think that all the time, Heath. When I
Yeah.
almost get hit by
All
a car.
the time.
All the
I almost
time.
got hit by a car yesterday, and I was like, there is a universe where I did get hit by the car. You know, in the multiverse.
Yeah,
Like-
I wonder like what dead people, like people that have died already. I wonder if any of them like experience that where like they still think they're living.
Oh, that could be us. All
Such a
I
crazy
know
thought.
Such a
is
weird
heaven has
thought.
to be better than this. not this podcast, but like
Because I am a miserable
better than
individual.
this.
oh man, you know.
So what happened with the accident? Were on the highway?
It was on a side street. It was just getting off my exit, and
Was
someone.
it the two Tacomas that you were talking about, or the two trucks? Two
Oh
similar
no,
trucks?
no, this was yesterday.
Oh.
Oh yeah. I just almost got hit. Someone ran a. You know what? I always get really nervous too when you are like the line leader and you're at a red light and it goes green. Some people run.
Remy at the light.
Anyone need to use the bathroom?
That's when my
Okay,
taillights
line
were.
leader.
That's when my taillights were broken. I had to like. That had a Mitsubishi my $3,000 car. Yeah, I had. It was always out, so I
Oh, like the bikers who like do that.
all the
You know
time.
what? At least people do not
Still
use their
signal.
blinkers.
Yeah.
Yes, people
I
do
couldn't
not
afford
use
it.
their blinkers.
Okay, sorry. So you were the line leader.
You know when like you're at a red light and then it turns green and you're not supposed to go immediately because sometimes cars going the perpendicular way will go through a red light and then boom, T-bone, boom, dead. So I waited and a car ran a red light.
Especially in California, they all run like running the reds out here is worse than
You
any
have
other
to
state.
because the lights are not only so quick, but a lot of them don't have left signal
A
turn.
left yield,
yeah. So you have to like run that like yellow red light to
No,
even make it.
There is an understood, like unspoken thing when driving in LA. At least one car can go for every red. So most of the time too.
Yeah.
Like there's this weird. So I can't imagine like learning to drive here when you're used to like a small town. Like I
gosh.
could not imagine.
No.
I will say one thing that only happens in California that I wish other states like adopted. Anytime that there's a fire truck or an EMS, any sort of like emergency vehicle, everybody pulls completely over and comes to a stop.
Yeah.
I think
let
they're pretty good here. No.
No, this is
I
the
feel like
only
people
state
don't
that I've
do that
seen
other
it.
Really?
places? You
No,
just keep
in
driving?
Florida, everybody just keeps. Anytime a fire truck's coming, everybody just keeps
Is
going.
it because not many? Wait, but there's still like.
I don't know
That's
why.
California
It's
law. You
Yeah.
have to
only
pull over.
California. I've
Or
seen
if
it.
you can't pull over because it would like cause more of a ruckus to pull over, you just stop in the middle.
Yeah.
I think in Florida, a lot of people just like don't. They'll probably move to the side, but they don't stop. Is because the streets are just wider,
Yeah,
so
there's
like
more room.
fire trucks can really
less
just get through
traffic.
without like unless there's like traffic. But in LA, you can't get past
Oh,
any.
yeah.
You can't get through anything
I
because
will
there's
say
traffic
everybody
everywhere.
here is very good about that, about
Yeah.
making sure that
Yeah.
the emergency drivers can just get through everything.
Because they know how we all know how tight the city is. Like
Oh
I
my
thought
God.
everybody did that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I will say, and this isn't abusing the system in any way, but
I know exactly what you're about to say.
when you drive
Follow.
behind the fire truck because they're just clearing the road and you're just like, woo.
I think that's super illegal, right?
I mean,
To drive behind a fire truck, like
but there has to be someone like
Somebody's got to go next.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I volunteer.
just, like,
Or
take
when
advantage.
you like when people will pull in with like a cemetery service, or what do they call it, like
More.
Oh,
Yes.
where you have
I
the
was about to say
motorcade.
urine, a hearse.
Yes, so
Hearse.
when they have like the police escort with like a hearse and everything, in Florida, this happened all the time. People would jump in that line with the people that are going, and they would just fly through traffic.
Oh my God. See, what I think of is like, you know, when there's like a parade and then you're like, the parade ends, but then you're like the first one next and it feels like you're walking in the parade. It's giving
Part of the
that.
parade, yeah.
But it's clearly you're not.
One time I got a speeding ticket. This was crazy. In Florida, I was on my way to work and I was running late to the Miami airport, and a cop was, what was it? I was following a cop that did not have his sirens on, right? It was like just a cop that was off duty, not off duty, but like he didn't have his sirens on. Yeah. And he was driving and I was behind the cop, and I figured as long as I'm driving as fast as the cop,
You're okay, and you're
going
I
behind.
should be
100.
fine. Again, he didn't have his sirens on, so he was not on his way, emergency or nothing. I kept driving behind him. I probably went up like 7 miles over the speed limit. I'm like, I'm good behind the cop, and all of a sudden he merges. He merges right, and then he slows down, goes right behind me, and stops him for a ticket.
No, really?
You could fight that.
Yeah,
Well,
it was
maybe-
unbelievable. And then when he stopped me, he was like, "You know how fast you're going?" I was like, "I'm so sorry. I was just going as fast as you were. I thought that would be fine." He was like, "Absolutely not," and then he gave me a ticket.
Wow.
That's crazy.
You know what I've always heard? That only highway police can pull you over on the freeway for. Is that true?
I've seen so many cops like not highway patrol.
Really?
I
Okay.
I see always highway patrol when it's like a long highway, like when you're traveling like from
405.
Like a
Yeah.
big road trip? Oh, I
Yeah.
always
That
thought that you could
makes-
only get stopped by a highway police.
Jurisdiction stuff, I would imagine.
We
because
should ask Ryan.
each
We
one
should.
has a goal because they're trying to hit their number. So if they see a cop that's not highway patrol taking like their
Oh, I have the answer. No. While highway patrol officers are often most commonly seen on freeways, any law enforcement officer with jurisdiction over the area can pull you over on a freeway, including local police officers from nearby cities. It's not exclusive only to highway patrol.
As long as you're in your jurisdiction. Okay.
I never thought about jurisdiction like a certain area, like you have to be in a certain area to stop somebody. Never thought of that. I thought any cop anywhere. If a cop decided they want to travel to another state, I'm like, all right.
But that why like in some movies when like there's like a chase, well I guess never mind.
And it goes into the next leg.
Yeah. Then
Oh
they have
wait, the
to-
cops all stop and then
they're-
the
yeah.
next batch. I never thought of that.
Well, they would call ahead to the other
Wow.
like place and be like, we're
At that point, I didn't even think jurisdiction mattered. Like, let's just catch this guy. I didn't think they were like, oh nope, this isn't our.
Here's my question: like with OJ and the car chase,
Yeah.
then when he's driving all around LA, like are other cops like coming in and like I haven't
Maybe
watched
because
the
it was
car
like
chase
a
itself.
was that an FBI level? Like I'm sure there's
Also, where was he running from?
Where?
yeah, what
OJ?
started the
Yeah.
chase, right?
Yeah.
Well, he was on the run because they went to go arrest him, and then
Oh, he was going to get
yeah,
arrested.
he was
Okay.
on the run with it, like his cousin or something, and that's.
Because
I
he
wish I
was-
got to see it live. That like,
I know.
I was just watching the newest doc that they came out with, which I was really surprised.
it
I'm like,
good?
another doc. I watched it because I was like, there's no way they're putting out another doc on like Netflix without some new information, right?
Yeah.
Everything was pretty much similar until the very, very end. I'll just tell you because there's no point in watching the whole doc if you've seen it already. But they were interviewing I think it was his agent. It was his agent or somebody that was like part of his team. And OJ and him were talking in like his backyard or something. And he goes, OJ, like what really happened that night? And OJ looks at me and he goes, if she wasn't holding a knife at the door, she would still be alive today.
He said that.
He said that right to him, and he kept it. He never told anybody until this documentary that came out.
OJ's dead.
He
right?
He's dead.
passed
He
away,
just
yeah.
died.
Just died. But that's what the person said.
That's what the agent said. He was like, if she wasn't holding a knife at the door when she opened it, she would still be alive today. So I'm guessing it triggered him, grabbed the knife from her hand, and just. Isn't that crazy though?
Allegedly.
What?
Allegedly.
Yeah, but he's dead. So
Another thing they don't teach you in school is that like you can be a lawyer for dead people. Like for
I didn't
cut that, Mara. Cut it. Allegedly.
No, like Michael Jackson's estate. Like you can still be a lawyer for like them.
Yeah.
Yes,
Even
for
after
their
they've
stuff. Yeah,
passed.
because like I feel like it's still real, like the families.
So when
like,
there's documentaries out and stuff, like you can act like it's I didn't know that.
protecting their name, yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
My parents told me because my brother played high school football and ended up playing against OJ's kid.
Oh.
And
No way.
OJ was in the stands and all the parents were going up taking pictures with him.
Wow.
Like,
Especially
Whoa.
football. Like that's his, yeah.
weird. Like everybody was like fangirling.
Oh
and
my
like
That,
God,
because it was
that's so
OJ's brother,
crazy.
just like
his kid.
Oh, sorry, his
So
kid.
he
Sorry,
was
sorry.
there
sorry.
watching the game
Yeah.
and people just saw him in the stands and were like,
Oh,
That'd be so
That's really
hard.
sad.
weird.
Oh my God.
Like being the kid and just like you have
having
all
those
that.
shoes to fill too, like as
Well,
far
they
as like
also,
talent.
there's a theory
Gloves to
that it
fill.
was the
Glo-
kid. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a theory that
there
it
was
was
a
the
theory.
Very
kid.
good, Heath. Sorry. We
Have
just
you ever
had to
heard? No, I
appreciate
heard
moment.
that. Kate Hudson has talked about how when she was a kid, she lived in Brentwood with her family, and her brother and her like went outside because there was like a big commotion, and her dad, Kurt Russell, and
Crazy.
there's somebody else there too. Like all the dads like ran out when they hear the police going, like police sirens and everything, because OJ ended up in Brentwood.
Yes.
That's where he drove to.
Yeah.
So she like went out on her
Bundy.
lawn, and like all like she's literally a kid, and he's like getting arrested like in the street or whatever happened. But
Yeah.
she's like, that was one of her like core first memories.
I asked my parents, I was like,
So
do you remember that
weird.
happening? And they're like,
Crazy.
yeah, we saw it on TV. And it's just so weird because I'm sure there's like stuff now that there'll be crazy.
Yeah.
You know.
When I asked my mom, she was like, I don't really like remember. I wasn't really paying attention. I'm like, Mom, if this happened today, like this big star running away, like I feel like everybody
like imagine
would
like
be paying
Justin
attention to
Bieber. You're watching a
Oh
live
my-
police chase and he's just like, fuck it.
that would be insane.
That is
and
true.
it was so different because then I feel like celebrities were almost gods, you know, like
Yeah.
without social, like now I feel like it wouldn't be as cool, not as cool, but like as crazy of a shock where I feel like then it was just so, oh my God. I
And
don't know.
everybody was just there like with signs and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yo, people were buying Ford Broncos because of
Yeah.
him. Like,
what was it? They said it in the documentary too, like the spike up for Ford Broncos were insane
Yup.
after that chase.
everybody wanted
Everybody
a Ford
wanted
Bronco.
one. Because that's the only time you ever hear about a white Ford Bronco is like
yeah,
OJ.
White
It-
Ford
Truly.
Bronco
insane.
on the 405.
So cool. Oh yeah, I want to buy one.
Before we continue, we want to give a big thank you to our sponsor of this podcast, Rocket Money.
The start of the new year is the perfect time to get organized, set goals, and prioritize what matters most. For me, a top priority is my financial wellness, baby, which feels more important than ever. Thanks to Rocket Money, my goals feel achievable. They show me all my subscriptions right in one place and help me easily cancel ones that I forgot I've been paying for. And Rocket Money really pulls through with that one.
That's right, baby. Rocket Money also pulls together all of your spending across all your different accounts so you can clearly track your spending habits and see exactly where you can cut back on, different types of spending.
And what I love about Rocket Money is they make the dashboard so simple. They give you a clear view of your expenses across all of your accounts. You can easily create a personalized budget with custom categories to help keep your spending on track, see your monthly spending trends in each category to know exactly where your money is going.
And you can also get alerts if bills increase in price or there's unusual spending activity or if you're close to going over budget. And the new goals feature automatically saves money for you so you don't have to think about it. Pay off your credit card debt, put money away for a house, or just build your savings. Rocket Money makes it all easy.
Now, Rocket Money will even try to negotiate lower bills for you. They automatically scan your bills to find opportunities to save. Then you can ask them to negotiate for you. They'll deal with customer service so you don't have to.
And Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's premium features.
So if you guys want to cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster, go to rocketmoney.com/basic today. That's rocketmoney.com/basic.
One more time so you don't forget, rocketmoney.com/basic. Thank you so much, Rocket Money, for sponsoring this podcast. We love you.
I'm assuming
Kinda
we've
cool.
all seen O.J. Simpson versus the People.
Yeah.
I love
watched
that. I
it.
love that series. They did such
One
an
of
amazing
the
job.
best. It's like a mini series. You have to watch it.
Have you
It
seen
is
it, Heath?
So
So
good.
good.
The acting, the casting, everyone looks like identical to the original People.
I
It's
heard
crazy.
it's really good.
Yeah.
They just killed it. They really made you like that. Made me want to watch the
Let's
doc.
not say killed it. They did a very good job.
It's too early for this.
Yeah, it really
My
is.
brain
I'm
cannot
waking up
function
still.
right now. I know.
We should start recording this early more.
I like it. I feel
we know
great
you like
energy.
it. Let's film at 7 in the morning.
We got a video of Heath this morning on the freeway at like 6:45 a.m. screaming while driving the bus over here.
Who's driving this bus?
As soon as I saw that video, I'm like, fuck the energy he has right now. I wish.
I wish.
Yeah, I got
wish.
the RV got delivered to my house last night
Yep.
because we're taking our road trip today.
Ooh.
Did like a full breakdown. The lady like taught me everything about it, how to run the generators and the power in the back, all sorts of stuff. And then this morning I got in it and I was just me in the open road.
The open road, literally Ventura.
Bumper to bumper traffic coming here. The whole literally 45
Did you get
minutes.
any like waves, any looks like, or any like just disgust, like, oh God, this asshole?
You know what? I felt super incognito.
That's
Nobody.
good.
I just felt like I blended in.
Is it because you were high? Like you couldn't see any of
Yeah,
the, like,
and
the
what's-
peasants on the ground?
What's weird is
level?
like I was driving like cautiously. I'm like, I'm in a
course.
big vehicle and I'm getting people passing me in like tractor trailers and semis. I'm like, oh, this thing can handle it. And then I'm like, I can go faster.
Yeah.
But it brought me back because I used to have a travel channel driving like RVs and stuff. So
You
it just
did?
felt, that's when
Yeah.
I first, that was my
That's how we
first.
started. After
The
Vine.
lore that you guys have is crazy.
We've lived so many lives.
No, it's crazy.
Yeah, my first YouTube channel was with Elton, TFIL, and we just took an RV like
TFIL.
the bucket list.
Bucket list.
Oh, that's cute.
And they
So-
and
Did you
they-
trademark her?
No.
That's funny.
No, remember Heath and I didn't even like we were just like
Oh, yeah.
we'll never get in trouble.
So like every single thing we did was like part of like bucket list things that we wanted to like cross off.
Yeah.
So it was like an adventure type channel
That's
thing.
iconic.
how many years were you doing that for?
I think we did it for a year.
It felt a lot longer than
After
that.
Vine?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
that's when we're
did you
all
make
doing
appearances
YouTube.
or
This
no?
was before I had my own like personal channel.
Got it,
Yeah.
got it.
We were all pretty much vlogging on our own channels, and then he had a channel with Elton where they were out doing. It was pretty much like we were all filming the same shit while he was out filming like adventure stuff.
Oh my
We
god, it's a full
posted
circle moment.
Daily.
You were posting daily. Wow. Damn, that's crazy.
So I drove an RV all up and down California. Then we flew to Australia.
No
and
way.
Rented an RV there. Drove over all over
That's so
Australia.
cool.
he
It
was,
was
he was
really
like
fun.
MacCon before MacCon.
That's so cool for you.
tried Vegemite for the first time in Australia.
Vegemite. What is that? Is that powder?
It's like a spread. It's this. I hated it.
I think
it's
I tried it. I
really-
didn't like it.
It's really
it's
strong.
like yeast. It's like a natural, like really
infection.
like
You really are disgusting.
I actually don't even know how to describe it, but it's like it's like a butter almost, like kind of not Nutella.
Is it
but, like,
good?
It's very
Veggie.
paste. It's very
Like
pasty.
nutritional yeast.
It's like similar. I don't think it's
Pungent.
like pungent's a perfect word. Let me look it up.
Ugh.
Exactly. I just
but
know the flavor's crazy.
I put way too. I spread it like it
Uh-oh.
was peanut butter. Like
You liked it.
thick. Very very strong. I realized you have to put a thin,
What
very minimal.
flavor
It's
does it
strong.
taste like?
I'm guessing it's not made
Savory?
with veggies.
I don't know what it is.
More
Salty.
sweet? Okay.
Yes. Okay, here we go. Vegemite tastes salty, savory, and umami with a slightly bitter taste. It's often described as having a meaty flavor similar to rich stock or demi-glaze.
It's like like a beef bouillon cube.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Imagine just
Oh.
It's a thick, dark brown Australian food spread made from leftovers brewer's yeast extract.
Wow.
Ew.
it's very very strong.
What do you people eat that with though?
Toast.
On bread.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like that's
Like
how
a
you normally
spread.
eat it?
Yeah, you would just put that on like a piece of
Vegemite.
bread.
It kind of looks like Nutella.
Oh my, I thought it was like light brown.
No.
It's black.
It's
I was
dark.
picturing it in like a Spam bottle, like blue with yellow writing.
I feel like maybe you've seen
That's what I was
you've probably seen this.
picturing
This
too.
is like the
yeah.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get it at World Market.
Is it healthy?
I would assume so. High
I
in
bet.
sodium.
I
Yeah,
would blow.
high
I'd
sodium.
blow up. I don't do good with sodium.
You should try it just to like say you've tried it.
Should I be like a Vegemite creator?
Oh, it's got a
Wait.
lot of health benefits
Lots of
to it.
vitamin C and riboflavin.
It does. Riboflavin.
Ah! Wait, if you get a deal with Vegemite, I'd scream.
No.
You look like you would.
Yeah.
Oh
like
no,
Vegemite.
no, that's rude.
Wait,
Wait,
great news.
what do you? What if
It's-
someone likes Vegemite who's listening?
Nobody eats Vegemite.
Oh, a lot
Yes.
of people love. Or
I'm telling you right now.
do you guys know what I think it's Australian people call sprinkles?
What?
Like
Fairy
rainbow
dust.
sprinkles. They call them hundreds and thousands.
No,
No,
that's
what-
really cool.
Yeah.
When they're like, hey, can I have some hundreds and thousands
Yeah.
on?
I'm sorry, but that's too many syllables.
Yeah, it's a lot of words.
Can I have more?
Hundreds
Hundreds
and
and
thousands.
thousands?
Yeah, hundreds and thousands are their sprinkles.
Whoa.
And they do something called, I think it's fairy toast or something, where they put toast and then butter and then just cover it in sprinkles.
Ooh. Would you
That
ever?
sounds good.
It sounds good, right?
Would you ever make cinnamon sugar toast?
Yes. Oh my god.
Fuck
That
me
was our
up.
dessert.
Like
But the cheap way, right?
Yeah.
It's like that, just
Yeah.
like with the regular toast.
If you wanted pancakes or waffles, you would just do your normal toast, like so much butter, and then a thick layer of sugar and cinnamon.
cinnamon and sugar. Oh my god!
We had
Fairy
a jar.
bread. Sorry, you and I
me
get
see.
into that.
Wow.
That looks good.
It looks so good.
Yeah, my parents had a jar of cinnamon and sugar that they would mix that we would just put it on
Ooh.
So
everything.
good. My mom would make it all the time too.
I found
It was
this,
like very cheap to make too. It was just like a cheap breakfast.
I found this TikTok that was like, you knew you grew up poor in the 90s if this was in your dinner rotation. And I felt personally attacked.
Wait, what were some of the things?
Hamburger Helper.
Mm-hmm.
I had that 2 times a week.
I think that stuff is good.
I love
I
Hamburger
loved
Helper.
it. I remember thinking that was like a splurge
I'm
because
not
I'd
a-
go to my friend's house and they'd make it, and I'm like,
Not a big fan of
That-
the smell of it.
I
We had
I see that.
Salisbury steak all the time.
I don't think we had that.
It's like a hamburger patty.
It looks like a hamburger patty with like sauce, and you came in like this tray that you would like heat it up.
Ooh.
That was a treat. We were having steak tonight. We were pumped.
And you love your steak now.
So that was like,
Were
on
they
a-
cheap?
yeah.
Like the price? Okay.
I'm sorry. I love a microwavable meal.
Me too.
Kids
Kids'
cuisine.
cuisine.
Oh,
I love it. I do.
cutting the
a
dessert.
Stouffer's, a lean
Cut that edge
cuisine.
around it.
Hell yeah.
I'd always like boil hot dogs and throw it on my mac and cheese.
Oh my god, yeah.
That was another one. It
Yum.
was hot dogs with mac and cheese, and then also beanie weenies. Had beanie weenies all
Beanie
the-
What's beanie
weenies.
weenies?
you-
Hot dogs and beans.
baked beans, and you boil hot dogs and cut them into like little
what
like.
are you English?
It was
Oh my god!
What are we English?
What are you?
so good.
Oh my god, no, I never had that.
My grandma would always make baked beans. I
Love. We would do baked beans and then a potato chip, and you scoop it.
and then people eat with cottage cheese.
Ugh. It's just like stuff that you know you just didn't think like that was just dinner, baby. That was we were fed.
And
you
our
know?
parents were like were pinching dimes. Is that the term?
Pinching pennies?
Pinching penny.
And our
Pinching
parents were
pennies.
pinching dimes. You know.
Have you guys?
Oh, you had
seen
money.
My brother.
Yeah, it does. We have pennies.
Oh, we were pinching penny.
my brother and I always send back and forth the meme that it's like the kid playing the Dance Dance Revolution or like playing with the Wii, and then the dad in the back like during the 2008 recession, like the kids having no idea what's going on.
Oh my god.
It was a crazy time.
That was me with Rock Band.
Yes.
I know
Yes.
you were banging on them drums, huh?
I was
I
on the real
love-
ones. We didn't have the
You
game.
never had the
Rock Band. No,
What?
Rock Band was
I know.
it.
Here
you
I
think-
am.
I mean,
That was
I
a big
played
song,
it,
right?
but
Rock you
I
like
didn't have
a
Do you think you would have been
hurricane.
good at that game?
I feel like it honestly, like rhythm wise, yeah, but it actually is not as similar to playing real drums
Oh,
because
no, I
it's
bet,
it's
yeah.
just like you
Even
know.
the guitar doesn't make sense
Yeah.
either.
Yeah.
Yellow, red,
Yeah.
blue.
Oh, me? I was. Wait, they don't. Ooh.
Wait.
Okay, I have a
You like-
question. What songs do you correlate with games like that? Like for me,
Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na, Sandstorm, da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na,
yes.
for Dance Dance Revolution.
So
Yeah.
I think Dance Dance Revolution, cause every time we
Yup.
touch,
I get this feeling.
Yup.
I need to add that to my karaoke list.
That's a good
That's a
one.
good karaoke song.
There was somebody in that game that looked just like me, and they would always screenshot it and send it to me. Like,
Dance
Zane,
Dance
are you in this
Revolution?
game? They thought they actually got me dancing.
Wait,
and
Just
put me
Dance?
in
or
the
you're
game.
thinking Just
It-
Dance, right?
Maybe Just Dance.
Okay,
yeah. I always got like sent it.
Wait, and it's funny though
Wow.
because like there is a possibility like that could have been you. Do you know what I
They
mean?
just
Like,
use my face.
wait, as a kid or like when you're older?
No. Like it was like me with a beard. It was like a guy that looked just like me. With a
I feel
beard.
like as a fan, if I saw, I'd be like, whoa, like that's not unheard of that like
Yeah.
they got Zane Hijazi to do that. You know?
There's
Exactly.
a girl on TikTok who always shows she is a Just Dance dancer, and she like wears the crazy wig and outfit, and then does the dance moves, and they film her,
Oh.
and then they turn her into like the video game.
They
They
also
put,
they
like,
have
the
all the
little motion.
sensors. Yeah.
Yeah,
I want to be on one.
you are.
Just imagine like I want to do it.
That would be a really fun job. All the people that are put on the motion things for like video games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like voice acting for a video game.
You're doing like
sick.
your dodge rolls. You're doing like all the moves and stuff.
That would be so
Yeah.
fun. And then you have to like do the voice for like when you're hit, like, ugh!
Yeah.
Or like fall damage.
yeah.
Oh, you know what? I just saw this interview of Auli Carvalho, the one who plays Moana, and she was talking about like she was on a radio show, and she was saying how like she just showed it really quickly, but like how when you fall it's like ugh, and then when you fall up it's like "Wah!" and she like does it so well
Whoa.
though.
The
It's
difference.
crazy. I have to play it because it really was that good.
I love that stuff. Like that would be.
Do you think there's do they have, I was trying to look it up.
I saw it too. I was like, oh, we're not playing the game yet.
headphones upside down.
It's actually kind of nice. My fingers are like, whatever. It'd be cool if there was like a activity or something where you can put on the motion things and like do that stuff. But I don't know, like they probably don't do that.
Does your voice sound upside down when you talk?
Yeah, it's like reverse actually.
Close your eyes and imagine like Moana. It's because it sounds like her, obviously, like the movie.
Okay.
It's falling down. Usually only takes, maybe 5 minutes to get all of the, we call it walla. There's falling up. Whoop, and then there's falling down. There's punches. There's me getting punched.
Like
That's really good.
Idea.
Right? Yeah.
What if we make our own sound effects for this show?
Oh my god! And we have the board.
We have the board.
I think that's a great idea.
It's pretty crazy. Like when she was saying it, I'm like, I imagine Moana literally like falling down or like going upwards.
Hear me out. For a Patreon video, we should take some sort of cartoon or some sort of clip for characters that like we don't know. Like we don't have a voice or anything to it, and it's silent. And we have to do the voiceover for like a 5-minute.
My dream. As a trained voice actor, I would love that.
What was your last voice acting?
That Nickelodeon show.
Oh yeah, what was it again?
I can't say. I'm under NDA.
Oh, it's not out yet.
No, it's coming out this year.
What?
I know a star.
Can we go? Wait, are we going to the premiere?
Yes, let's have a premiere.
Oh, we make it.
We make our own premiere.
Wait, did we talk about this already?
I think we did. Yeah,
Damn,
I'm sure I have.
You know, I never asked you outside of the show. That's why I forgot. Damn.
We'll see.
Okay. All right, we'll talk after.
It's coming out soon.
Sick.
That would be fun.
I want like a line. I think I'd be really good. I start like, God, I think I'd be really good at voice acting.
This seems like such a blast.
I wonder if voice actors make a lot of money.
They do.
They do.
They do.
They make more than like
royalties
regular actors.
No, my
wow.
friend's brother is like one of the main voice actors, and he's done so many like superheroes and all this stuff, and he just has a studio in his house just like this.
Wow.
Yeah, I think
you
Mila
just, like,
Kunis was saying, or not her, but somebody was saying that her in Family Guy, she makes more money off that show than anything she's ever done.
I believe that though for royalties and things, and she only has to go into the studio like once a week.
Yeah.
if that. That's pretty crazy.
But that's scary with like AI and stuff coming out. Like that's such a huge thing for voice act. Like,
oh yeah,
like I know that there's like rules and laws that they're making around it, but that's so scary that like they technically don't need her voice anymore
because they have so
they
many
already have her saying everything, so it's like they could just take it,
or they could even just use fake voices. Like it doesn't, like it could just be any made up AI voice.
Yeah.
But if I was her, I'd be like, okay, cool, use AI. You're still paying me the same for every episode.
I'm just not coming in.
I'm just not coming in now.
Well, I know even
what I
with
mean?
music, like Taylor Swift made a huge thing about how like AI can like be so horrible. So like the fact that someone could like do that and like take their voice but like not pay them as much as if they were doing it, like that's crazy.
Yeah.
And that makes me think of Taylor Swift Fortnite when she was teasing it before it came out, and people started using AI to like guess what it's gonna sound like. And then when Fortnite actually came out, people were like, wait, we like the AI one better.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So she released just a small like little.
No, she just was like, she released the track list and people were like guessing like, oh, I
What
bet
it's gonna
this
be
one's going to
like.
be like this. I bet this one's going to be like
Oh
that.
wow!
So
I
they
need to
just
go
used
listen to that
AI
because I
make
don't
it.
think I ever heard that one.
Yeah.
I forget what it was, but there was like a Drake song that was completely AI, but was like really good.
Oh wow.
It was like
He put it out or someone else put
somebody
it out?
else put it out, and then it got pulled. It got taken down. It
So
was-
this is actually crazy while we're talking about AI. When I went to that conference thing, one of the there's a huge panel about AI in general and like the different things it's going to do. But one thing that was really interesting, basically it was like, who owns it? Like, even though you make something with AI and you create it, do you own it? Or does the person who AI got inspiration from on the internet own it?
that.
that's
Yeah.
true because it's pulling all
Because
the
it's
information.
pulling information or videos, or even if you're editing
Right.
and using AI, it's still using the internet base as like a thing. So that was a whole thing of like, who actually owns it, and do you have 100% if it's AI or not?
I think the people all for AI, like the top heads that are creating these programs, I think it's gonna bite them in the ass. They're gonna fucking hate it,
I
and it's gonna
think
be too
so
late.
too. I really do.
You know what it reminds me of? You know how like when you were younger and you heard like one day there's going to be robots that clean your house. And now we look at our Roombas like,
Roomba.
oh,
Yeah, that's the robot.
like,
Yeah.
that it's a robot that cleans your house, but it's just so different than how you picture it. You know?
Exactly,
That's
yeah.
so true.
Our heightened imagination
Yes.
of what we think.
Thinking what it would be.
Even a watch on your or a phone on your watch. Like I remember hearing that. I was like, "There's no way." That was like so spy. Like it's like, oh my god, that's like an agent.
Everybody
thing.
has an Apple Watch
And now it's just like
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
as it's like so different than what you
That's
think
and I
it's gonna
wonder,
be.
like, you think, like, do they never go too far because of safety? It's like how, like,
Well, do you remember when I think it was Casio made a watch that had a camera on it.
Oh.
And it was like ahead of its time and people were like excited about it, but then like it turned into a problem because
Like putting it
Up skirts
Of
and shit.
course.
too.
people were being like super weird because it was
Of
so
course.
discreet and nobody
Yeah.
knew it was a camera
Yeah.
that it became like an issue. So
Ew.
they had to like stop it.
even with like personal information too, like just like if you're going to grab something and the card, like someone's credit card's right there, it's just
Oh
so
my
easy.
God.
Because with a phone, obviously you're like, whoa, what are you
Right.
doing?
But it's weird too because like don't you kind of feel bad for the people who are just so ahead of their time? Like now that's so normal. Like now we have sunglasses with cameras in it.
That-
now,
that's an issue. I
I'm
don't like.
seeing a lot of the Ray-Ban Meta glasses videos coming out, like
Yeah.
all on TikTok, and you can tell that it's filmed on it, and you're like,
Did you
how
see the one for
popular it's
Zach
getting?
Bryan, the Zach Bryan one, where the kid was just
Yes.
like filming on his glasses, but you weren't sure? Did they know? Did they know they were being filmed?
I don't think so.
even when you look at them close, like I mean, they're really sick. They're really cool. The fact that you can like just have your glasses there. But I remember I saw someone and they had them, and I was like, whoa. Are you recording right now? And they're like, yeah. And it's just weird because like permission wise too, it's so
Zane,
It needs to show like a red dot, like it
It
needs
does.
to. Oh, it
I
does.
have some. I'll bring them.
it's really
I have some too. I haven't
Let's
used
I want
it yet.
some.
I got it because I was like, how cool to be cooking and like
oh,
filming
you get
cooking.
it. So you're not like holding anything.
But-
Yeah.
your Coachella fight was filmed
On
oh.
on
Yeah.
the
Gone
Ray-Ban
to a fight at
glasses.
Coachella.
it was on the compound. It was really weird. So this like one of like somebody's security guard was being like
A dick.
a little too
Yeah.
much and just being a problem, and then it ended up being, it was late at night, we're all drunk, and he wasn't letting somebody that was like in our house, that stayed at our house, that had a wristband, anything, not letting them through. And but this started. This was like a snowball effect. Like he was being such a problem all night, and then this kind of set it off. And I tried to be a hero, and I got knocked down so quick, and it was all caught on camera.
Like a physical fight?
No, it was more like a choke
Like
out,
a-
and then threw me to the
like a
ground.
throw
Oh, he
slam.
actually touched you. Whoa.
Yeah.
Really bad.
Oh.
And like he was completely in the wrong.
Yeah.
And it was just like, what
It's
are
a
you?
power trip.
Yeah, it was one of those.
Yeah, it
where
was
you
a
see
power
a
trip.
security guard
Yeah.
where you're like, what are you doing?
Oh. And who filmed this on their Meta glasses?
It was a friend of ours that were filming on his that just filmed everything that got out, but that was the only video that we got pretty much of it. We're like,
Yeah.
damn, I wish somebody was filming it, and he's like, I was.
Guys,
Playback.
it's like a dash cam for yourself.
Oh my, that's a crazy way to
Wait.
think about it.
Maybe
Whoa.
wear it while you're driving. You don't have to get a dash cam.
That's so dystopian. Oh, like the Black Mirror episode with the girl who has like lenses that are
Yeah.
like cameras.
That's next.
That
And then you blink.
And you could go back to see how your interview went.
Ooh, I wouldn't want to see it. I wouldn't want to replay
You're really
anything.
bad.
My anxiety's already bad enough just wondering like how it was. Imagine if you could actually see how
like
bad it
from,
was.
Like imagine you wake up with
Ima-
anxiety and you watch back from the
Yeah.
night before.
Imagine having like a blackout, and you're just like, let me see what I missed.
Oh.
Wait, but
Oh!
that goes back to what I was saying about like viewers being able to sit here and watch this.
That debrief would
just
be
being
insane.
in it. Yeah.
I don't know.
Or you go live.
Or you
Your eyeball.
forget you're live.
You got to connect to your Bluetooth. Sorry, let me
Live
connect to my
with
Bluetooth real
I
quick.
Live. LEYE live.
Take the headphones off.
Honestly,
Take the headphones
good.
off.
Trademark.
Trademark.
LEYVE. All right. So you know someone's gonna take that. Like that. That's such actually like
That's
a.
good. That's good.
Let me see how it's written out. One second. I want to see if it
Live.
like works.
Or I guess just
Leave.
I feel like it has to be capital L, lowercase, 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 capital.
ooh, it would look like live, but wait, no e at the end. Live.
Or
V.
L, the logo is an I.
An
An
I.
Good.
I-V-E.
And then a big V.
LEYEV looks really good.
Wow. Wait, guys, is this our
LEY.
new venture?
Let me see
Yeah,
again.
who's making contacts that
That looks
record
good.
videos, though?
It's okay.
I
We got
do like
connects.
that.
You're
It's
right,
really
yeah, yeah.
I have an optometrist.
Hear me out.
Hear me out.
So I'm thinking.
I know you want me to get LASIK, but
You're like PR. So hear me out.
I'm a scholar today.
A few days for like 2 days after the wedding, I was having the craziest, most intense nightmares
Diarrhea.
ever.
Sorry.
That too.
Intense nightmares. Like I was being, it was so wild. I was being pretty much like, picture this. I was being punished for having a bender at the wedding.
Okay.
Right. And it was like this random dude that I've never like seen in my life. And he was punishing me in this nightmare. But like, I was seeing everybody I knew, but we were in this like realm, in this like made up, like it almost looked like London. And I just kept on being
Realm.
like, I was
pictured
like,
hell. It's
please
like
stop.
London.
And my punishment was me being like paralyzed and I couldn't move. I'm like, no. And like, I couldn't like breathe and I felt like everything. Right. And normally you don't feel in these like type of dream, but I was feeling everything. And it felt like it was going on for months. Like I could never get out of this. And I keep waking up every like 20 minutes, like, like
And
that,
then fall right back into it?
And
And
I'll
then
get
it'll happen
right
again?
into the nightmare. And it kept on going, kept on
Same
happening
dream for 3 days.
for 2 nights. And I looked it up. It's because I stopped taking my Lexapro for 3 days. And one of the main
That
causes is like
tracks.
nightmares. If you stop cold turkey on your Lexapros, that was bad.
Interesting.
tracks.
But isn't it crazy that like it wants to take me to that just punishment?
That is weird. I wonder, like, I know Lexapro helps with like your dopamine and making like you not
Serotonin.
feel those things. I wonder if like that's your body's reaction to like trying to get out like negativity or something like
I don't
that.
know.
So where, like
it's
it just
so
goes like
weird.
There,
to the dream world, just like all darkness, all bad thoughts, just like trying to like push it out through your dreams.
I almost like I kept waking up while I'm awake, right? As I'm awake, I'm telling myself like, okay, I won't do it again. I won't do it again. I won't have a bender again. I swear to God, it's not worth it. This is not worth it.
Zane.
As I'm awake, I'm like having these thoughts and then I'll go right back into it.
and then
We're back. And it was like the same guy. Crazy.
It is just your brain, though. It's all your brain, obviously. Like the Lexapro helps your brain. It just
Yeah.
is having like withdrawals, I'm sure.
Do you think maybe I like was feeling guilty of like the bender?
Yeah.
that I had?
I feel like
And then it, like,
anytime I
hit
have
me?
a dream, like there's usually like deeper meanings to it.
Hmm.
Yeah. Like, also, I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm always like side effects, meds, blah, 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 blah. Crazy dreams. I never get crazy dreams, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yes, that happens. Especially it's like a huge side effect. Like intense dreams. They're like
I think
borderline
on it and
nightmares.
off it, they're both like you get side effects. Like if you're on like a medication, you get side effects of wild dreams. If you cut a
Well,
cold
think
turkey,
about it though. Yeah, if you're cutting it and like you don't have it in your system, your body's like, what the fuck, you know?
yeah, that's so crazy.
Like you shouldn't just
That's why
not
I hate.
take
That's why I
it.
hate medication because it's like your body now has to like rely on it.
In your dream, you were like you felt fear in your dream.
Oh yeah,
Because for me, with my Zoloft dreams, let me know anyone else in the comments who also gets them.
for my Z-Love girls.
For my Zoloft girlies, they're like nightmares, but I'm not scared. So it's really
Okay.
weird because growing up my whole life, I've always had nightmares. Like, and I would wake up terrified, like crying, like I'm like just like terrified. But it's so weird because like now I'll have these like very, very intense dreams that feel like they should be nightmares and I should be scared, but I'm not scared. But it feels.
Does that mean you like
You're
maybe
numb.
because you know they're not real?
But I feel like my whole life I've always like just struggled with nightmares. So
Also, in your dreams, is it like realistically scary or is it like unrealistically
Situational.
I feel like it's been
Situationally.
both. Like the last main one I had, it was like me, Ashley, and a few other people, and we're like going down these. We were at almost like we were on vacation at like a rustic hotel looking castle type like thing, like very, I don't know,
London.
around London. Kind of like that castle we stayed at. And
Oh, you see, brings you back to dark
France.
times. Dark times.
But like we were going down like this big spiral staircase thing, and I remember thinking like all the stores were closed, we were the only people, and it was super dark, and I'm going down and I had a bad feeling, and then a few people stayed back up and Ashley kept going down, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna follow her, and then I ended up passing her, and I felt this like presence, and I literally like look, and as I look, there's one dark figure like at the bottom in the basement just like staring at me. And I was like, it sees me. And then I like, it felt like I literally was being pulled out of my dream because I'm starting to wake up. It felt like I just got like pulled through like a dimension, and I like woke up. But like normally in a nightmare, I'd wake up and I'd be like, oh my God, like that. And I was just like, whoa. Like I was like, holy, like that one felt creepy.
You've gotten like used to it now.
Yeah, but like they're just so intense. It feels like it's just crazy.
And like when you're dreaming like that, are you able to be like, I know I'm dreaming, wake up, and you wake yourself up?
Sometimes that happens
Yeah.
a lot where I'm like, oh, I'm dreaming, but then I'm like, wait, I don't want to leave because now I know I'm dreaming. So like I
It's
try to keep
very
it there.
rare.
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
ever had legit sleep paralysis? It is
That's
the,
wild to me because
it
I
is
feel
the
like
worst thing in the entire world.
I've had stuff like I just said, but I've never had. I've had other situations. I've had like I don't know. I've had some weird shit.
I had it one time. It was at the Denny house, and I was having like a nightmare dream, whatever, and I woke up like you were saying, like my eyes opened. I didn't like gasp or anything. It was just like awake, and I'm like looking up, staring at the ceiling, but still feeling the fright of a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
And my door is like on the right side, and this just figure walks in, and it's just like a black, like just shadow kind of like demon shaped figure in the corner of my room that's walking in, and I'm laying there in my bed, and it's just walking up and getting closer to me. And then I try to like sit up, and I'm frozen, and the only thing I can do is look around, and I'm awake, but I'm literally paralyzed, and it's coming closer and closer, and I'm trying to scream and move and do anything, and it comes right up to my face, and it's like, you're gonna die young. And I'm trying to scream and wake up and do anything I can, and it's just sitting right at my face, and all of a sudden I'm like frozen, and I just go, "Ah!" And I fight through it, and it wasn't a wake up. It wasn't like a, whoo. It was just like from being stuck to just sitting
You
up.
were asleep though, right?
I was awake. But
do you think it was like
That's
you
like-
were? Do you think it was like you were?
it's a blend between
Yeah,
being
you're
asleep
you're
and
dreaming,
awake.
but your dream is you in your room from the point of view of your bed.
My eyes didn't open and wake up though. It was
it's-
me already like this.
I'm pretty
You're
sure the definition
positive?
is like
Yes.
I'm pretty sure the definition is that you're like half awake, half asleep. That's what sleep paralysis usually
Okay.
is.
Like maybe your eyes are open, but your brain is asleep.
Yes.
Oh.
It's almost like sleepwalking, how you
Yes.
can navigate your home, you can do things, but
Oh, I
your
don't
brain
like
is
that.
sleeping. It was that, and I was just looking at this creature.
Our friend had something similar where she was having a sleep paralysis moment, and a woman was holding her legs down, and she couldn't wake up, and she told her mom, and her mom has the same exact person visit her and her
No
sleep
way.
paralysis
No,
dreams.
like it's like a spiritual demonic shit.
It is
like,
the-
it's
Crazy.
crazy.
But it's crazy. You got it. Were you drinking the night before or anything
I
like
was
that?
drinking every day.
Okay.
It was bad.
Because the only time I've ever gotten it was like maybe I think like 3-4 years ago. It was the night we got back from Coachella, and you put your body through the fucking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
you were back
Butter.
in LA.
I was back in LA.
Oh,
It
okay.
was not that day. It was the next day. My body likes to really hit me the next day.
two.
So day 2, I went to sleep at Scott's house because I was like, I knew it was gonna happen, and I was like way too scared to like sleep by myself. This was when I was living alone, and this was also the time where Scott had like a giant fucking mural in his house, all inside. Remember
A
that
mural?
mural?
Like painting on the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was like everywhere. It was like murals of like the whole group, and like it was just everywhere,
God.
right? And I was sitting there trying to sleep, and I would wake up. I was like half dreaming, half awake, but everything on the wall would turn demonic
Yep.
and start
Stop.
like attacking me. It was the fucking scariest thing in my life.
And you're
it
like
wasn't
aware.
real though, but it's like your
You're-
point of view is like
Do you
asleep, or
and do you think it's real when it's happening, or
Yes.
you're able to be like,
you
Yes.
think it's
not
real? Yes, you think it's real.
Like
Well, I don't want.
I
that
was
ever.
awake and like seeing the inside of my room and like looking around, and you feel like everything in your body's trying to move. You're trying to do anything and you can't, and you're just like looking, and like you see what would be like looking real in a dream in real life, like projected.
Yeah.
Like it's a cross
Yeah.
between being awake and asleep.
Whoa.
And you are terrified. Like you want to do anything you possibly can to not fall back asleep.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
believe
Freddy.
Yes.
Nightmare.
Freddy Krueger?
Nightmare on
Yeah.
Elm Street. It's like that you didn't want to fall asleep because you knew that you're about to have the most horrendous fucking nightmares.
When I'm having a bad dream lately, I don't think I physically do it like in real life, but when I'm dreaming and I know I'm dreaming and I'm having a bad dream, I keep doing this motion of opening my eyes to wake myself up to
wow.
get myself out of it. Like I do this a lot.
Interesting.
In my, I don't know if I do
feel
it
like
in real
you
life.
say
though.
that a lot. Like
I
wake up,
know I'm
you
sleeping.
know
I
you're
know
dreaming a lot.
In every bad dream, I know I have this like memory of me being like, it's a dream, wake up, just wake up, get out of it. And then I go like this,
Oh my
and then I wake
God.
up.
See, what's crazy is like I've never been stuck in a dream where I'm like, oh, I'm dreaming. Like I have free like range to do anything. Usually I'm like, oh, I'm dreaming shit. I'm going to wake up soon. So like have fun, do something.
Yeah.
Versus like,
You know what happens to me a lot is I've been waking up inside of my eyes.
what? Like your eyes are
Where
closed?
you see your lid?
You mean live?
Like I will wake up without opening my eyes.
Oh.
Oh, interesting.
Like when I like wake up from like my dream or like for the morning, it's
Almost
not
closing your eyes.
like
Yeah.
it's not I'm awake. It's this. I'm awake.
I think I do that a lot too,
And my eyes are still closed.
but it's just because I want to keep sleeping.
And I'm aware that I'm awake.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Like
Yeah,
for instance, this morning I was sleeping. I was like, I know I should get up right now. I know my alarm's about to go off. Like that kind
And,
of
you,
thing.
and you
Oh,
haven't
yeah.
opened your eyes
Oh,
yet.
yeah, I do
Like
that all
your
the time.
body wakes up
Oh,
with your
wow.
eyes still closed.
Yeah, I do.
I
that
feel like
all
I
the
usually
time.
wake up with like, but then yeah, then I'll just go back to sleep or then I close my eyes.
I've been playing like these weird games with my own head. This actually happened a couple days after, but I wasn't having nightmares
visionary.
anymore. But visionary,
Visionary.
Yeah. Where I would have the panic. Like I was about to I was like, oh my God, I feel like I'm about to have that nightmares again tonight. But this is like as I'm going to bed, and while I'm falling asleep, I'll have the covers on and I'll play this like game with myself where I'm like, what if like a figure is like looking at me
Don't
right
do
now,
that,
and
don't do
I'll
that.
like open my
Oh,
blanket.
no, you can't do that.
Like not hoping to see one, but just like playing games
Anticipating.
in my brain.
I will say
Yeah.
I've done oh my God, even the other night I like
just feel
couldn't
something.
sleep and I swore I heard someone saying we see you. So good.
No, they were saying we see you.
Yeah, like yes,
I
queen.
Yeah, yes, queen. We see you.
Imagine your
bitch.
ghost is just like,
Yes,
yes, get your
queen.
sleep. Yes.
But I remember looking because I'm like, okay, I just want to make sure there's nothing, whatever.
Mhm.
I think that's all very spiritual
I
shit.
feel like figure sometimes.
No. It's Cal. Go say
Get
hi,
him,
mama.
girl.
Go say hi.
I feel figures sometimes. I was in my bed 2 nights ago and I was with the dogs just laying there in bed and I was like, I feel something. I looked and my brain told me that there was like a black figure there.
Yeah, like
And then I
why
went to bed.
why do we do that to ourselves? Like we
I
know
know.
nothing's there, but it's like we want
No, it's
in some way we're like we're
it's
playing games.
It's that feeling that like, you're being literally 2 nights ago I kept having that feeling.
I will say there's no time that I appreciate life more than when I wake up from a bad dream and I'm like, oh my God, I have the best life ever. My life is so good. My life is so peaceful. Like I'm so lucky because I don't have to live that anymore.
Yeah.
It is a very relieving feeling when you wake up from a nightmare and you're like, oh.
And it makes you want to
It's
take care of
not
yourself.
real.
You're like, okay, I'm gonna drink a lot of water today.
I'm gonna take my
I'm gonna not
Lexapro.
I'm gonna not
I'm
be
gonna take my
dehydrated.
he takes
That-
3 to make
that-
up for the
Yeah.
for the 3 days.
That sleep paralysis was a wake up call. Like you're gonna die young
No, it's scary as fuck.
That's actually really
is
crazy.
a wild thing that I heard.
Okay.
And I was like, okay,
That had to be your subconscious telling you.
like chill. Cause that was when I was like really like in the party phase.
Wow. And you then from that day, like you started.
I kept doing it, but
Not as bad, probably not.
But-
as bad,
but
though.
like
At
it
night,
was
you're
like a-
so like scared and anxious. You're like, I'm never doing it. And then the next day, you're like, oh, I'm fine. Why was I tripping?
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's
then-
this weird thing
but
where it's
then,
like,
yeah.
I'm good.
But when you're tired, you're just so like extra like sensitive to things.
Yeah.
I don't
like
know.
5 a.m. you can't fall asleep. Like I swear to God,
I won't do it
please.
again.
Yes, I'll never do it again.
Just don't
I'll
let me
never
die
do
right
it
now.
again.
I've had lots of prayers like that.
Please don't let me die right now. I promise I'll stop.
I'll never do it again.
Boy, you really love God in those times, huh?
No, literally.
Ah, baby, I love you. I don't know why I don't think about you more, but
I'm
please
so
just
sorry.
help me, heal me.
Well, on that note, we've got to go get in an RV.
We've got a nice
I'm so
5.5,
excited.
6 hour drive ahead of us.
We got it.
Hi,
We got
girl.
it. We're
Come here,
gonna
baby.
obviously we're gonna film the whole thing.
Come here, sweetie.
Honestly, there's probably a good chance that first episode is out of the RV right now.
Yes.
Could be, maybe not, but
If not, it's coming. And
it's
the
coming very
2-part
soon.
Heath and Mariah wedding vlog is up on the Patreon.
that's
Go
definitely
subscribe. Guys, my favorite thing ever is like I've been getting so many Patreon videos on my For You page. I'm not
Oh,
even
I
on
know.
so many.
Shout out to Tay. Her name is Tay.
Tay.
She does a lot of them.
Oh my God, yay.
Thank you, Tay.
shout out to
But what I love is like reading the comments, and none of us have like reposted it or anything like that. Reading the comments and seeing people being like, "No, it's so worth it." Like, or like, "Is it worth it?"
Glad
I'm
you
really
guys are
trying to do it.
enjoying
They're
it.
like, they'll reply being like, "No, it literally is like the most. Like, I love it so much. It's so worth it." Like, they really try their hardest, and I was like, "We really do.
We really do.
We're
It's a
taking
lot,
an
but
RV up
it's
to
fun.
the Monterey Aquarium. We're literally going to North.
Monterey.
That's
I
crazy.
cannot wait. It's going to be so fun.
Yeah.
You guys are going to be looking at stingrays and octopi while you're stoned out of your
penguin.
mind.
Touch tank, 2 fingers only, head to tail.
Head to
Head
tail.
to tail.
Tail to
That's
head.
the
to
rule.
tail.
Is that the rule for petting any animals?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, good.
respectful.
Imagine if
tail.
you were in a tank and people were just petting you.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I
I
know,
wouldn't
I
want
feel
their
bad for
entire
them.
disgusting hand on my
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, be like,
forehead.
bitch, you just
Wait,
had.
you
You
should
just
watch
ate
Finding
something.
Dory on the way up there.
Yes.
Honestly, that's
I
a
don't
really
think I've
good
ever seen
idea.
that movie.
Wait,
Yeah, you
no.
guys-
What?
Enjoy it in the back.
No, we'll get the DVD
Enjoy the
thing
flat
in
screen
We'll
TV
get you-
back
Don't
there
worry,
in the
Watch
baby.
bed.
it on the meta glasses. We'll get you the meta glasses.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I-
very
I-
safe.
I angle mirrors.
the. Yes.
Yes.
Just
the
all
spy
throughout so I
glasses with
can-
the mirror in the corner and your like eyes
Yes.
are like this the whole time.
Imagine driving and seeing someone in an RV wearing a full-on
Vision,
headset.
the
Like,
Apple Vision Pro. That would be crazy.
it's a good shot. We should get that for a clip.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, if you have made it to the end, leave us a little nugget. Leave us a little something saying that
A
you're the
nugget.
Comment down
MVP.
below which aquatic creature you're most excited for us to see.
Yeah.
Mine,
I hope they have a mermaid.
I hope they whales.
I do think they have beluga whales because that was in Finding Dory.
I want penguins.
Wait, that's huge.
I don't know though. I'm
that
just.
means it's a big aquarium. Then.
It's
Do they have
big.
whales?
It's the biggest aquarium.
Do they have humpback whales?
I don't
Humpback,
think so.
low back, mid back.
Mid bag, big bag, low bag.
All right, love you
Anyway.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Mwah.